conflict going between Sidney Powell, Lynn Wood, and Michael Flynn that continues to get even more insane. There's lots of fun accusations and even audio of Michael Flynn basically saying, oh, QAnon, it's CIA. It's an op. It's an op. So let me give you some of the more recent developments that happened over this holiday weekend. On Friday, Lynn Wood lashed out in his Telegram account, accusing the organizers of the January 6th Stop the Steal rally that preceded the Capitol insurrection of being, wait for it, deep state. Because of course it is, right? According to a report from Rolling Stone, the former attorney for Kyle Rittenhouse, who is now in an ugly fight over the teens' bail money, now that his trial has ended, has been spending the past few days pointing the finger at former allies on the right who have criticized his practices. In response, he has accused them of being grifters, because of course. Grifters, it's almost as if this is the Spider-Man meme, literally with them pointing at each other. You're the grifter, you're the grifter, you're the grifter. You're all grifters. Okay, anyway. Now, in this post on Friday, he attacked the Stop the Steal organizers and included a record of a conversation he had with a high-profile supporter of Trump, former Overstock.com CEO Patrick Byrne. He writes this, quote, after doing the research and connecting the dots, research, I have reached the conclusion that the Stop the Steal organization is a deep state organization to raise money for purposes other than to fix 2020. Watch out for anyone affiliated with Stop the Steal. Every lie will be revealed. That clip of his phone call revealed him telling Byrne, I'm not sure where all this money is going, but I think somebody owes the American public a full accounting. And this is about, of course, former Trump attorney Sidney Powell, the release the Kraken lady. Byrne's contribution to the call included him telling Wood, quote, I have texts. Some of it has to do with Sidney wanting to bed me, and I said no. We have texts and witnesses to that, and that's how she became a woman scorned. Gross. That is not something that we needed to know, but now I know it, and so do you. I'm sorry, you have to know. Wood, in turn, responded, I haven't spoken a word to Sidney since April 6th, and I will never again. I gave her a laundry list of things she had to clean up and told her she had to get an auditor. She refused to let me look at any, well, I can't tell you more. But we walked out after 17 days there. You can infer what you want from that. Rolling Stone's Peter Wade added, later in the conversation, Wood and Powell both said that they believe Powell is currently under federal investigation, and Wood claimed that Powell signed my name to certain lawsuits without my knowledge or permission, and she hasn't been honest about that. No one here has been honest. Before adding, the two discussed how much money Powell had raised, allegedly to fund her attempts to overturn the election, which they said ranged between $15 to $70 million. That's a lot of money. Jesus Christ. Wow. So far, all I can say about what we know is that there are grifters everywhere. Wow. So much money. And again, you think about where the money came from. It came from conservative voters who have bought into all of this and think, no. They've got my best interests at heart. Do they, though? Do they? No, they don't. Now, total insanity. So Rittenhouse was mentioned here. So now remember, Lynn Wood was at one point Kyle Rittenhouse's lawyer. Now, Kyle Rittenhouse only famous for shooting 3 people. But here's the thing. So Kyle, in a recent interview, claimed that his mom fired Lynn Wood after he started making these election fraud conspiracies. Whether you believe him or not, doesn't really matter. Because what you had, and this was important, you had somebody, Lynn Wood, raising $2 million off Kyle Rittenhouse for supposedly bail money and didn't bail him out. What did he do with the money? He just took the money, stuffed it in his pocket. That said, I was totally fine with Rittenhouse being in jail. this is not out of concern for him, but this is him basically, Lynn Wood being an absolute grifter. And so now you have Wood that's fighting with Powell, and here comes Michael Flynn. Now the Daily Beast has flagged a recording Wood had posted to Telegram over the weekend of what the attorney claims to be a phone call between himself and Trump's former national security advisor. Here is some of that conversation.
I'm tired of these QAnon people attacking me.
Maybe, I don't know that.
But you know some of them.
I think it's a disinformation campaign. I think it's a disinformation campaign that the CIA created. That's what I believe. Now, I don't know that for a fact, but that's what I think it is. I think it's a disinformation campaign. It's actually a very interesting article today out that was sent to me. I'll send it to you about how the QAnon movement has failed and all that. But I find it total nonsense, and I think it's a disinformation campaign created by the left, and the types of people that can create something like that are the kinds of people that we train for certain, with certain skills in the CIA.
I'm aware that the CIA does it.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it was.
Yeah, I'm aware the CIA does programs where they'll give you 75% of the truth and then wrap it in a package that makes you look crazy to demean the truth they gave you.
Oh, this is so good. So wait a minute. So now Michael Flynn says, QAnon, no, turns out it's a disinformation campaign from the leftists over at the CIA. Wait, whoa. The same CIA that brutally crushes every single leftist movement in the global south. Again, they have funded death squads that are against, that prop up right-wing dictators. Or how about the ones that overthrew the Shah of Iran and put in a puppet government in order to get access to cheaper oil for corporations? Because, lefties, well known for loving the oil industry. That's CIA. Oh, they're leftist. They're the lefties at the CIA. Well known. Very, very woke. Ooh, wow. Jesus. A completely different world that they're living in. Just insane. Not at all tethered to reality. But hey, look, if you're QAnon, you're already not tethered in reality. Now the fun thing here is, oh look, Michael Flynn, who used QAnon, remember, he had went out and done so many speeches where I am QAnon, where we go one, we go all. I am so pro QAnon, it's just wonderful. Oops. Now it's an op. Oh no, it's always been an op. Yes, of course. No, he's total grifter. Now, one more interesting note is the article Flynn shares with Wood. Now, it turns out that it's from somebody named Hal Turner. Who the hell is Turner? I'm kidding. That guy is a far-right radio show host who is well known for, guess what? Blaming the Jews for everything. Because, of course, I keep telling you every time, every right-wing conspiracy immediately comes back to, it was the Jews. Every time. Literally the oldest conspiracy in the book. And here we have a former general, okay, and former national security advisor who thought, oh, this guy, a gigantic anti-Semite, reputable source, nailed it, totally nailed it. And add to that, by the way, Lynn Wood. Now, Lynn Wood also claimed on Sunday that George Soros gave Michael Flynn the power of attorney over something like $1.5 million in funding. He's like, being funded by George Soros. Oh, we got him. And until, of course, he found out that it was not that Michael Flynn, it was a different Michael Flynn. And then when he was wrong, he's like, oh, deep state. Must have been deep state fault. For me not being able to do any sort of basic research at all. Look, on the one hand, this is ridiculous. It's insane. On the other hand, it's really funny to watch conspiracy theorists turn their conspiracies on each other. It's a little bit of, how do I say it? Because I'm always going to say it wrong. Schadenfreude. I probably butcher it every single time, but as much as I can't say the word, I love the feeling. Oh, it feels so good. Let them rip each other apart. It's better in the long run. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and share with your friends. You can subscribe and help out the channel by becoming a patron. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf, or you can become a channel member as well by hitting the join button below.